dramatic 4-0 win today. You've got to be delighted again with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Just an all-round great day. In terms of the conditions, it was always going to be tough first half, but we found ourselves in front with a clean sheet, and hopefully that momentum was going to take us forward in the second half, and obviously put a few more goals on the scoreboard, which we did. But I thought a lot at stake. I thought the lads, the way they applied themselves, the professionalism, the design, the application to want to win the game is next to none, and it's been an unbelievable season. And you know, I don't like tempting fate, but one step closer, and 3 more games to go.
Theoretically, it's as close as you can come to securing it without actually getting the title. What was the message going into the game, especially knowing that it couldn't be secured today?
I think, you know, you go out, you look at the pitch, look at what surface we're playing on, but with that, you look at the conditions, and it was windy. It was always going to be one of them days it could go either way, you know. Do we go with a win first half? Do we not? If we win the toss, do we go against it? But ultimately, this squad of players have given us a platform, and have got us to where we are in this league. They played on the front foot consistently all season. We've had some great results, we've had some poor results, we've had some mediocre results. But in terms of consistency and application and that desire to get to where we wanted to get prior to starting the season, they've ticked all the boxes. And with 3 games to go, touching on what you've just said, we've done everything we can possibly do today without actually beginning the trophy. There's only one team that can get to 83 points, which is Macclesfield. We're on 83 points. We all know now that 1 point, you know, mathematically gets it done for us, but we've just got to stick to what we've got to do. We can't allow to get complacent. We've got to go to Whitby next week. We've got to get a point, and with that, we can celebrate promotion if that's the case.
1-0 up, about 30 minutes to go. Luka Naro enters the pitch. Did you expect 20 minutes later he'd have 3 goals and it would be 4-0?
The reason Luka went on at that stage is the game was becoming stretched. They couldn't get out. We needed somebody that was going to get on the ball, get us up the pitch. And Luka wants to score. And it sounds a mad thing, that, because you can say everybody wants to score. They don't. He has that desire and determination to want to score at every opportunity. Sometimes it's frustrating when he doesn't pass, but when it's his first goal the way he did, that's the reason Luka does what he does. And fair play to him. His 25-minute cameo, hat-trick, potentially could have got 4. Played a part in maybe 2 assists nearly. Fair play to him. That's the reason he went on, and that's a statement for Luka to say, I'm champing at the bit next week to start, and that's all Luka can do. He trains hard, he works hard. If we've always said with him, if we can look at that defensive side of his game, then I'm not going to say he's a complete player, but fair play to him.
Obviously, a little reflection back to earlier in the season, the scoreline was flipped on its head. Is there an element of revenge almost over that one?
I think we've come too far since that 4-0 drumming at Matlock. I wasn't partial to that result that day for various reasons, but at no point did that cross my mind today. The minute you start to incorporate revenge and bad tastes and things like that, it becomes personal. Today we just had to get 3 points, regardless of who it were in front of us, what they've done to us in the past. It was more a case of getting the 3 points, putting a show on for the supporters, which brings them back next week, or in 2 weeks today. And it'd be such a good day against Basford in 2 weeks' time if we can get the job done, to give these fans what they deserve, to give the football club what it deserves, to give Marcus and Paul and Billy and everybody that's, yourselves included, everybody that's worked towards what we sat down 9 months ago and said what we believe we could do. Now it's coming to fruition, and nearly at that point. You know, it's 1 point away from that, and if that's the case, what a season it's been for Radcliffe.
Another 1,700 here today. That was almost unthinkable for those here a few years ago. What are the messages you've got for those fans that are going to travel to Whitby a week today?
First and foremost, thank you. Because if it's not about me, if it's not about the gaffer, it's about you. It's not about you, it's about the club, it's about everybody involved. And I think that the one thing Marcus and Paul said to us when we come to this football club was that it weren't about a he, she or an individual, it was about us all, and he wanted us all on board, whether that be the physio, whether that be the kit man, whether that be, you know, the reporter, whether it be the media guy. We were as one, and with that, to sustain that belief and maintain it throughout the season, where nobody's been pushed aside, nobody's been left out, we do everything together, if one's in, we're all in. I think that's the mentality that, you know, Marcus and Paul have tried to create for the last 6-7 years, and it's took them 6-7 years to get to where we are today. And the chairman talks about timing and bringing us in at the time he brought us in. we just hope we can pay that decision back to him and Marcus with a promotion in our first season. To take the club to a level it's never been at is another massive milestone for us, and people question, could it potentially be your best promotion? We'll talk about that when we get the job done, if we get the job done. But for now, we've just got to look forward to next Saturday, and we know what can be.